So if you've got this problem where you've got all of your team members constantly coming to you using your brain to solve problems that they are perfectly capable of dealing with themselves, then effectively it's counterintuitive, but what you need to do is not answer the question. It is actually as simple as that. Then what happens is we've got emotion that gets in the way. Some business owners, actually, they feel quite important. They feel like they are adding value by constantly being the person that answers all the questions and solves all of the problems. But that is a warning sign. That is a bad thing. And the reason it's a bad thing is because the business owner is not scalable. And ultimately, if the business owner is the only person that can answer the questions, is the only person that solves the problems, at some point that person is going to limit the success of the business because they will start to bottleneck decisions. So the trick is to encourage your team members to think for themselves. And I always talk to my clients about having a thinking bubble. Do you remember those cartoons where you have the thinking bubble above the cartoon character's head? So it's about thinking about when a team member comes to you and asks you a question, where is that thinking bubble? Because often what will happen is the team member will come to you and say, I've got this problem. Then the thinking bubble goes over your head. You answer the question and they walk away. You've just trained them to not use their brain, but to use yours. So if somebody's got a problem and they come to you, be aware of their thinking bubble, push the thinking bubble back over their head and say, well, how do you think you should deal with this? What do you think some of the options are? That's not going to work all of the time, but it's going to work a lot more than what some people might think. There will be some times where you actually have to sit down with somebody and work with them and coach them and mentor them through a situation. And I've got this little mantra that I like to use with clients, which is do it with them, not for them. So that is the key. Get people to think for themselves. If they do need some help, do it with them. Don't do it for them, because otherwise they're not going to learn, they're not going to grow, they're not going to feel the benefit of having thought through something, made a decision and seen the consequence of their actions. Therefore, you will always be the bottleneck that will stop your business from moving forward.